Hello and welcome to the World News on voptv. I am Chioma Innocent. Police in Canada have ruled Wednesday's triple stabbing of a professor and two students during a gender studies class at an Ontario university as a hate-motivated attack. The suspect, now identified as 24-year-old Giovanni Villalba Aleman, was taken into custody shortly after three people were stabbed at around 3:30 p.m. on Wednesday during a gender studies class in the main campus of the University of Waterloo, located about 70 miles west of Toronto. The suspect has now been charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault, 4 counts of assault with a weapon, 2 counts of possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, and mischief. Chief Mark Crowell of the Waterloo Regional Police Service told reporters during a press conference that the suspect, a recent international graduate from the institution, is accused of entering the class of about 40 students at around 3:30 p.m. He spoke with the 38-year-old teacher before attacking her with 2 large knives without provocation. Crowell said as some students fled the class and others went to aid their professor, he stabbed 2 more students who were trying to escape and attempted to harm a third. Police, who were called to the scene at 3:37 p.m., apprehended the suspect without incident within the building as he was attempting to pose as a victim. Crowell said they were able to identify him as a suspect based on witness accounts. The professor and the 20-year-old woman received serious but non-life-threatening injuries and were transported to out-of-region hospitals. A 19-year-old man who was also stabbed in the attack suffered non-life-threatening injuries and received treatment locally. He said investigators believe he attacked the class because of the topic being discussed. In the meantime, the United Nations General Assembly has approved a resolution that will establish an independent body to determine what happened to more than 130,000 missing people as a result of the conflict in Syria. The resolution, which is an important response to appeals made by their families and loved ones, was adopted on Thursday by the 193-member world body with 83 votes in favor, 11 opposed and 62 abstentions. Among those opposing the resolution was Syria, which said it will not cooperate with the new institution. Russia, China, Belarus, North Korea, Cuba and Iran also voted no. The resolution, which was spearheaded by Luxembourg, noted that after 12 years of fighting in Syria, little progress has been achieved in alleviating the sufferings of families by providing answers as to the fate and whereabouts of all missing persons. The resolution authorizes the establishment of an independent institution of missing persons in the Syrian Arab Republic under UN auspices to clarify the fate and whereabouts of all missing persons and to provide adequate support to victims, survivors, and the families of those missing. Syria's uprising-turned civil war conflict, now in its 13th year, has killed nearly 500,000 people and displaced half of its pre-war population of 23 million. The International Commission on Missing Persons cites UN estimates that in 2021, more than 130,000 Syrians were missing as a result of the conflict. Now, the U.S. Supreme Court had on Thursday banned the use of race and ethnicity in university admissions, dealing a major blow to a decades-old practice that boosted educational opportunities for African Americans and other minorities. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in the majority opinion that the students must be treated based on their experiences as an individual and not on the basis of race. The justices broke 6-3 along conservative liberal lines in the decision, which came after years of conservative antipathy to affirmative action, which are policies that have sought diversity in school admissions and business and also government hiring. The court said that universities were free to consider an individual applicant's personal experience. Harvard and the UNC, like a number of other competitive U.S. schools, consider an applicant's race or ethnicity as a factor to ensure a diverse student body and representation of minorities. Some conservatives have argued that affirmative action is fundamentally unfair, while others said the policy has outlived its need as educational opportunities have vastly improved for blacks and other minorities. Now, in a tragic development, a woman who got stuck in a travelator in Bangkok's Don Mueang Airport had to have her leg amputated by rescuers. Her son said the family was shocked and worried about her mental health after the surgery was carried out on Thursday evening. Local media said the 57-year-old's leg got stuck on Thursday morning after she tripped over her suitcase while on her way to board the flight. Airport management said they were deeply saddened by the incident and would compensate the woman for the partial loss of her left leg as well as bear her medical expenses. Airport Director Karan Stanakujirapat told reporters on Thursday that the cause of the incident is still under investigation. He added that the airport had planned to replace several old travelators by 2025 but may now speed up the process. Local media reported that the travelator in question had been operating since 1996. And finally, Ethiopia, one of Africa's fastest growing economies, has asked to join the BRICS bloc of emerging markets, according to a statement from the Foreign Ministry on Thursday. The term BRIC was coined by Goldman Sachs economist Jim O'Neill in 2001 to describe the rise of Brazil, Russia, India and China. The BRIC powers had their first summit in 2009 in Russia. South Africa joined in 2010, making it BRICS. Foreign Ministry spokesperson of Ethiopia, Meles Alem, told journalists that the country expects BRICS to give a positive response to the request. He also added that Ethiopia will continue to work with international institutions that can protect its interests. The Horn of Africa nation has the second largest population in Africa, but its economy ranks only 59th in the world, according to the International Monetary Fund (IMF), and it is also less than half the size of the smallest BRICS member, South Africa. Last year, Argentina, which is the world's 23rd largest economy, said it had received China's formal support to join the group, which is seen as a powerful emerging market alternative to the West. The bloc has also previously said that other countries have also applied to join. BRICS countries account for more than 40% of the world's population and about 26% of the global economy. South Africa said on Thursday that it would host the next BRICS summit in August as planned. Amid speculations, it could be moved to a country where Russia's President Vladimir Putin would not face arrest over war crimes accusations. In March this year, the International Criminal Court (ICC) had issued a warrant for his arrest for allegedly deporting Ukraine children to Russia. That has spurred debate within and beyond South Africa and the ICC signatory, which is obligated to arrest Putin if he visits the country for the BRICS summit. And that is the wrap on the world news right here on Voice of the People Television. Please find us on YouTube at Voice of the People TV. And you can also follow us on all social media platforms at VOP TV Live. Thank you for joining us. I am Chioma Innocent.